Okay, so in this example, it's not quite so clear how we're going to apply the summation formula because we're not told exactly what the various terms in it. Remember, the formula is Sn equals n over 2 a1 plus an. It's not like one of the previous problems where it's just saying, hey, a1 is this, n is this, blah, 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 what's the sum? In this one, you have to kind of look at the sequence and figure it out yourself. Now, A1, okay, that's pretty clear, right? It's just right there, negative 90. So we do know one thing right off the bat, but I don't know what n is. I don't know how many terms there are because of this annoying little ... thing right there. It stops me from actually counting how many terms there are. So that's an issue. Okay. I know what an is. Even if I don't know what n is, I know what an is. The last term in the sequence is 185. So, okay, there are a few things we know here. Let's write those down. We know S of n, I don't know what n is, equals something times the sum of negative 90 and 185. So if we can just figure out what n is, we're basically done with the problem. So what we have to do in this case, we're stuck, right? We've used the summation formula. We've reached a point where we don't know how to proceed. We don't know how to find n. So what I want you to do is turn to the other formula. Remember, our old friend, not n, our old friend, the explicit formula for an arithmetic sequence. An equals a1 plus n minus 1 times d. And we're going to use this formula to figure out what d is. D? No, we'll figure out what n is. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so remember what an is. That's 185. Okay, so we're going to say 185. I don't know if it's the 7th term or the 17th term or whatever, but that's what we're going to put in there. We're going to take this negative 90, and that's a1. And I don't know what n is, but we have a number of jumps here, and each jump is of this size. That's a good question. How big are the jumps? So take a look here, see if you can figure it out. We're going from negative 90 to negative 79. It looks like a jump in the positive direction. It's getting more positive. That's looks like 11 to me. Okay. If you want, you could say negative 79 minus negative 90, right? A2 minus A1 equals D, if you want a formula way of doing it. But it comes out to 11. So now what we do is we solve this problem. So add 90 to each side. We're going to get 275 equals n minus 1 times 11. Gosh, I don't know my 11 times tables in the 300s and 200s, so I sure hope this works out. Yep. Feels dumb. It's late at night, guys. 25 equals n minus 1. Okay, I divided both sides by 11, and that means 26 equals n. Now, if 26 equals n, we take this answer and we plug it back in to this formula right here. Okay, so we're going to take that guy and bring it down. So we're going to say S of 26 terms equals 26 over 2 times, what was that before? Negative 90 plus 180, dyslexia, 185. Okay, calculator time. Okay, so negative 90 plus 185 times 26 over 2 is a big number. S26 in this case equals 1,235. So, just to review, what we did here, we started with the summation formula. We got stuck. Okay, when you get stuck, don't worry. There's a way to do these things. You just go to the other formula, right? The explicit one, and that will unstuck you, and then you're on your way.